Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. We are going to start the directory management and the navigation of the system, and we are going to learn all these commands in the next as a hands-on. All right. First thing, where we are at home directory. So this tilde sign, it means we are at home directory. So how we could see, so there is a command PWD, which gives us the output where we are. So for example, if I go in slash etc directory and if I execute like this, so it lets me know where I am. Where this command is helpful when you are doing any automation, you are creating any pipeline or something like that, where you want to, or maybe you are deploying any application, or maybe your AI agent, or anything where you really don't know where the file is being created or where you are executing the commands. This is one of the simplest command you could run, and you get the where is your file is going to create. Okay, so let me go over here. Let me create one directory. And to create a directory, let me zoom a font a little bit more. All right, so we have some of the files over here. Okay, some script I was testing. So we have a directory test, but we want to create one directory. Let's say a name MKDIR and give it a name desoc cube 1. Okay, so I can see, okay, ls is a command by which I can see the content of my file. Okay, and here I have created this directory. So now I'm going to create one more directory, mkdir, and this time I would say desoc cube dash 1. So how many of you with me agree or can say, okay, when I hit enter, we can have the same directory created over here? What do you think, guys? Good. Okay, we have an answer. Yes. Why? Let's first create and see the file. Okay, so we have the same file name. Okay, but this has like this and it has name something like this. So here there is a simple difference, and the difference is Linux is cache sensitive. Okay, when you have any file, okay, or any directory when you create, and here the directory means simply a folder, but in Linux world we call this a more sophisticated term, the directory. Okay, and I would also ask you, okay, to call it, I mean, there is no harm, people use interchangeably. Okay, so directory, it means folder. Okay, in Windows you call it folder. So similarly in Windows, sorry, in Linux we call it directory, and people often use interchangeably. So there is no harm if you say it's a directory or it's a folder. Okay, because we know what we are referring. Here the what was the motto to create this? So we already created first this, sorry, DOSC 3-1. Okay, so let me do one thing and show you the command. Excuse me. In order to remove this one, so directory. Okay, so we can execute this command. And now the question is, we have already this one, this sock cube dash 1. So now we are going to create one more directory, mkdir the sock cube dash 1. Okay, and we, if we list this, okay, ls means list the content where you are. And when we list this, so we could see both the directory, okay, and the sock cube here, these are in lowercase letter, these are uppercase letter, and Linux is cache sensitive. It's that's why it treats both as a different, and we are able to create directory like this. Okay, so this is just a way to create a directory. The next thing what I wanted to show you, where you get the help. Okay, these are very helpful. So for example, if I execute a command ls, okay, and dash dash help, so I will get lots of options over here. Yes, that is overwhelming. So instead of what we can do, there is one more way, man ls. Okay, these are the more better way, I would say, and we use a command. We will see the command in file management later on, but here it holds the output for me. Okay, ls is the list directory contain. Okay, and what other options? So you could see the synopsis, it means it's a syntax. Okay, so ls options, and you won't find a directory because Linux consider everything as a file. Okay, so I'll show you how. So if we use dash a, so these are some of the options. If you want to explore, you can explore it more. In my case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you some of the options for this. So for example, if I use ls, that means simple, do like this. Okay, so it shows me something like this. But when I use like this, so it gives me reverse the order of the sorting. So instead of that, it is giving me like T, S, and R, and something like this. Similarly, if I want to see when the file was created, it sorted in a way. The last was the recently created. So last file we created like this. And similarly, if you want to sort the based on the size, though we do not have any big file over here, but dash s is option, or you could say the flag use to see the large file. Additionally, the important option over here, ls-a, when we hit this, so before we were not able to see any dot files. So dot, it means the hidden file. So if you want to see hidden files, you have to use -a option. And actually in real life, what you use, ls-lrt, this is my one of the favorite, by which you could see what we have created at the end. And if you don't want to use long listing, then it's fine. But in my, when I write a shell script, this is really helpful. I can put more things over here and I can find the name of the last file what I have created. And when we use the -l flag, okay, these are called flag. So it gives you more information who these are, okay, when this file was created, okay. And if output is not very familiar, so we can put h, which gives us a more human readable size of the files like this, okay. And these are the permission we will see when we talk about the file permissions, okay. In that section we will deep dive into this, but for time being, if you see, these are the directories which starts with d, and these are the files which I have created and it start with dash, okay. For time being, learn only this much, okay. Here you could see we have the blue color as a directory, okay, and file name is as a white. But most of the time, these are the just strict output of this command, okay, and you will not get on the server. Then simply these are helpful. Whenever you see something like this, it means this is a file, okay. D represents a directory, okay. Let me show you how links look like. So if I go something like this, ls-l, okay, and for according to format, this is the option and this is the file name. So we have given a file name, and as I said, everything in Linux is a file, okay. And here you see these have some different kind of green or turquoise color. So in front of that we have l, okay. So l, it means link. So when we install ssh, okay, so there was a symbolic link was created. So whenever any in front of, if you find anything which says L, it means these are the link, okay. So link are same like if you are coming from the development background, or if you know any of the programming language where you have the variable. So similarly, what happened, why link are used in the Linux? So in what I used in my when I configure Linux server, for example, let me give you one real life my experience when I use link actually. So people maybe often think, why should I use link at all, right? So what happened when you do the configuration of your application, then let's say you have one Java based application and currently it is running on, let's say, Java version 6. I know it's very old, but still time to time you are updating the your application according to the latest version, let's say. So every time you really do not have to go and change the configuration. Instead, what you could do, you could create a link, and link could be go inside your configuration file, okay, because configuration files you have to load time to time. And after that, wherever your application is actually or the version which you are using, so in your direct link can be point to that particular the configuration or version which we want to use. So instead of making or hard coding your applications dependencies or something like that, okay, in that I used it, okay. I also use it in Hadoop clusters. So yeah, these are some of the real life use cases or my experience where I used, okay. And if you see over here resolve.conf, which is actually over here, okay, run system d resolve like this, okay. This rmt is also user has been and rmt something like this. Here one more thing I wanted to mention, sorry, not here, let's go to home directory. Let me clear the screen. So cd command, when you just type cd and hit enter, so directly you go to your home directory, okay. And if you want to go back to previous one, so you just type cd dash, it means you will again jump into the same directory which you were before. So for time being, I wanted to go to home directory and I wanted to show you like this, la, okay. And here, sorry, not la, long listing, we are fine with this. So here what I wanted to tell you, if you see over here, okay, dash, okay, and double dash. So if I go cd dot, and if I type something like cd dot dot, so can you see what happened when you type dot and dot dot, okay. So it's very simple. When you type like cd, right, dash dash, so where you are going, top level directory over here, okay. And when you type cd dot, it means you are not going anywhere. So okay, let me enlighten over here what actually I wanted to explain. So these are the two directories which have has the information about your current directory and the parent directory. So when I say cd dot, it means I'm in the same directory. So this is one, this is my present. Okay, and where these are helpful, these are when you're copying. Okay, so dot represent the current one. Okay, so if you maybe see many docker files where you have like command like copy dot dot, it means whatever you have on your current directory. Okay, wherever you are executing this command, so just copy this into the current one. Okay, usually we don't do it. You may find it in docker files. Okay, maybe later next month we are starting a devops training, then we will talk more about it. But for time being, always remember dot, it means the current directory you are in, and when you put two dot, it means it will go back to the previous one. And if you see here, we cannot go anywhere. Still for dot cd simple one dot, still I am over here. Two dot, still I am over here. Why? Because this is a root, the top level directory. Everything starts from here. That's why we cannot go anywhere. Okay. In other terms, you could also say this dot dot directory means the directory of the parent wherever you are. So for example, if I want to go back to previous one, but still we have the same. So let's again go back to home, let's say. All right, and here what I have, this user. If I go to this user, okay, and if now let me clear the screen, and if I say ls dash a, still I have both, right? Dot and dot dot. So this dot, it means current directory, and if I say this two dot, it means home directory, right? Okay, so don't be confused. This is really really important. Always remember. Okay, so don't think just cd dot dot, it means we are going one step back and how it is happening. Okay, so these are the two directories which contains this information. Okay, so this has the information about the parent as well as the current one. Okay, this stores the all this information. All right, so I think this is, I explain a lot of things over here. Let me summarize what I have explained regarding the cd. And if you want to learn more about, so there is a main page. Okay, and in case you install ubuntu server and you don't get it, so you might be find the error system is set to minimized. Do you want to unminimize? So just execute a command unminimized, and you will be able to um, access the main pages. Okay, so main pages are manual, which are more normally. Okay, no manual entry for cd, we may see for something else, let's say pwd. Okay, and we got this one, right? So it gives the print name of the current working directory. Okay, so here we go. This is about the PWD. CD we have checked already. CD, for example, if I want to go in my home directory, so I will put something like this. If I want to check where I am in home directory or not, I can run the PWD. When I say CD dash, so just I can go back to previous directory where I was. Okay, so these are really helpful. I can again check where I am. I'm here, CD etc. Okay, then I simply press like this. So if I press something like this, I go back to the cd. If I hit this one, so again I'm in home directory. Okay, so this cd commands are really really helpful. You could also change something like this. Okay, so cd dash dash, it means one directory to the before. Okay, just we are going one level back. Similarly, if I execute again, this is the cd, right? So before we go ahead, I want to ask you guys, if you have any questions, please drop them in chat. All right, there's one question. How can we ask query when we have some doubts? Okay, so if you have any doubts, so as I mentioned, there is a LinkedIn group, so you could join. Yeah, here we go. This is the link for our LinkedIn group where you can connect and ask question. Okay, and I could reply. So now it's a quiz time. So very first question, what does the cd command do? So option one, displays the current directory. B, change the current directory. Copies files and directories. Remove files and directories. So what does the cd command do? I explain you. Please, if you would like to participate, please post your answer. Let's go for it. So displays the current directory. No. So cd, it's a change directory, the full form. I mean, some command really does not have any full form. So don't worry. Cd is just to change the directory. You want to go here and there. Okay, it means change the directory. So as I explained, like you are in home folder, so cd dash cd dot dot. So you are changing the directory. Okay. I'll move on to next one. So what does pwd command does? So here we have option. First option is print the working directory. We have option B, change the working directory, and then C is create a new and remove the current directory. So that's correct. So if you are watching it, please also drop in the comments what did you guess. So PWD is print the working directory. Okay, print working directory. It's a full form. If you found it helpful and easy to follow, please support the channel. The easiest way is to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one. Directory management is coming up.